Happy Sunday, crypto and Web3 fans, and we're going to make this week a good one with positive vibes. We're going to talk about Bitcoin coming back alive while Ripple issues a huge warning to the XRP community. Speaking of XRP, we're going to talk price action at the end as wow, my man said.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Oh, it's Sunday and we got a big week coming up with a bunch of news events happening. But you know the deal, your comments come first. Drop me something hot, something spicy. Maybe I'll share it in the beginning of the next video. And again, happy Sunday, everyone. Crypto Ran says, so 3 weeks ago, Kamala had the worst approval rating, 28% of any VP in our history. But now, as a presidential candidate, she's got the odds-on favorite to beat Trump. I'm calling bullshit. I am with you. And that's why this election cycle is really going to scare me, because no one's going to be happy, right? Half this country's going to be pissed if this person wins. Half the country's going to be pissed if this person wins. We're all losers in the United States. Stephen Morris makes sure, though, that we're not a loser by supporting the channel. Thank you, Stephen. Says, thanks. Best video yet. Good idea on perspective. Yeah, I gave some perspective on what's been happening with the case. That video linked at the end, and a special comment right here. This is coming from the Twitter sphere. That's right, I hang out in the DGen world of Twitter. Do you? Zoom says, Tether is having a slow death. Ripple getting ready to bring on RLUSD. We're going to talk about RLUSD, but how the fuck is Tether having a slow death? Tether got $5.2 billion in profit in the first half of 2024, and they did it with 100 employees. So each employee is worth $52 million in profit. Let me ask you a question. Do you bring $52 million in profit to your company? That's right, Tether. Each employee is worth $52 million in profit. Tether dying a slow death? I don't think so. Shillers and influencers out there peddling you bullshit so you make bad choices? Yeah, it happens every day, but that's why I bring the news, whether it's good or bad, happy or sad. You ready? Let's do it. Bitcoin's in at 6,730. ETH is 2650. BNB is at 525. IN 550. Sol next up on the ETFs, but who wants an ETF? We saw what happened to ETH. 151's their price. XRP's at 57.57, down 4% last 24 hours. While XLM is, I don't know, they keep shrinking hard to find 10 cents. 10 cents. So what's happening here in the next couple days? It's big CPI data. And most likely we're going to have a live stream regarding it because, you know, we got to follow this stuff. Why? Because if CPI comes in hot, Jerome Powell's going to pause. If Jerome Powell pauses and if CPI is hot, this whole market will melt down red. Seriously, right now, if we have bad CPI data, bad inflationary data, this market will totally plunge into the red. When is CPI data happening? August 14th. That's Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. Like I said, I'm going to have the results, and if I can, I'm going to live stream it. I do have some dad duties this week, but I think I could get out of them. All right, let's talk about BTC, because we know BTC pulls the market, and then we're going to finish hard with XRP. Going to finish hard with our wives, too. Happy Sunday. Bitcoin surges to 62,000 as Sailor champions its future. I bring this up with Sailor because I still believe that XRP needs a sailor. Not a savior, but a sailor. Maybe a savior too. But what XRP needs is just this one person out there that is just aping like crazy and being like the advocate for it. And then the thing with Sailor is his company is also the advocate for it too. But what I don't like is centralization and ownership of BTC. Listen to this and then we're going to get into some juice, okay? BlackRock has now surpassed MicroStrategy in BTC holdings with a staggering total of, holy shit, 347,000 BTC, valued at $21 billion. In contrast, MicroStrategy only holds 226,000 BTC, equivalent to $7.5 billion. So between MicroStrategy and BlackRock, they own over 500,000 BTC, valued at close to $30 billion. Now, I bring up Sailor because Sailor has been out there all the time saying, look, buy this, buy BTC, come on, BTC. Like, I get it, okay? And even if you're not a maxi, we know BTC pulls the market. But let me show you this performance because a lot of people ripped on Sailor. Look at this. Stock performance since August 10th of 2020 when MicroStrategy adopted its Bitcoin holdings, okay? So this is now over the last 4 years. MicroStrategy is up almost 1,000%, beating NVIDIA, beating Arista, beating Eli Lilly, beating Quant Services, beating Marathon Petroleum. So was Saylor an idiot, or is he a freaking mad genius? And by the way, Saylor said he's going to keep buying. He believes 60,000 ain't nowhere near the top. He wants more action. All right, let's talk about the warning now coming from Camp Ripple. You got to see this. We saw this on the Stellar chain, all right? When Stellar launched USDC on their chain, even before they launched it, all right? This is my public service announcement to you. Remember, bring the news, good or bad, happy or sad, so that you can make the best decisions. Now, don't get caught on this bad decision. But when Stellar launched USDC, even before they launched it, when they announced it, there was USDC clones that were fake, scamming you out of your money. Well, guess what, everyone? It's happening on the Ripple chain as well. Please be aware of scam Ripple accounts, fake executive accounts, or others promoting XRP giveaways or XRP airdrops. Ripple and its executives will never ask you to send your funds anywhere. And the reason there's an uptick in scams right now with Ripple related and XRP related all has to do with the case and the launching of RLUSD. So scammers out there know that XRP and Ripple is hot, so what are they doing? They're jumping on the coattails. Just like Stellar jumps on the coattails of Ripple and tries to ride the price action, but homegirl, 10 cents, that ain't gonna do shit. Let's talk about cents right now and the 57 cents that XRP is sitting at. Yeah, my phone started going off this morning. I had my alert set for 58 cents, and you know what happened? Bing, 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 woke me up. Klaus, you idiot. Why did you have your alert set up on your phone? But let's swing it on over to the candlesticks and get us into that 15-minute view. I love the 15-minute view because it's close enough for us to see these little movements, but you can zoom out enough to see the general move. Now, this is the Torres move, and this is where we've been since the Torres move, okay? What I'm looking at right here, okay, and this was on August 9th, what I'm looking at right here is this low of 57 cents even. That candlestick hit a low of 57 cents even. And what I'm looking to see is how close are we getting to that right here. You can see, clear as day, right? We're bouncing up from that 57. We cannot breach it. We cannot breach it. And the reason we can't breach it is because volume is piss poor low. Open interest has totally eroded since the case. Fears are that we're going to get an appeal from the SEC regarding secondary sales, and that's the market that you and I participate in. That sucks. Now, there's 60-day window regarding that, okay? They got 60 days to file the appeal. So right now, we have to start looking at this going, okay. So is XRP for the next 60 days going to be range-bound between this 57 cents and this 64? Because that's all we could get out of the Torres pump this time. Let's be real here. Torres pump, that shit fucking sailed. If you're still sitting here thinking, oh, don't worry, we're going to pump on Torres, that happened. That story is sold. That narrative is done. 64 cents is all we got. We're clinging on to a 57 cent floor. Most of the support, though, is north of 58 cents, in between the 58 and the 60 cent mark. But over the last couple days, we've struggled to break 60, and we're holding on to 57 and change. So this is going to be a big week for macros, a big week for political action, and a big week when it comes to, oh, please don't appeal it, SEC. But for real, I got your back covered, all right? So if you miss something out, don't worry. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so if I do post a video regarding it, right, regarding some juicy news, you're going to be notified right away. Now, CPI data, all right? Preliminary numbers are saying we're going to come in pretty flat. I just don't know if flat is good enough for Jerome Powell. Now, the betting odds have Jerome at nearly 100% on cutting rates. But if you get CPI data in the threes, we could be looking at market meltdown. We could be looking at BTC totally busting through 55,000. We could look at XRP easily getting back to the low 50 cent mark. XLM, can you get lower than 10 cents? Of course you can. You can get to the pennies, my guy. And if we get bad CPI data, look for that happening. The other thing that's really heavily affecting the crypto market is Harris in the polls. Now, whether you believe in the polls or not, whether you believe in the money lines or not, it's having an effect on the market. Harris's popularity gain, and that's why I brought up the users' comments in the beginning, right? Come on now, how does Harris go from one of the worst VPs to now having the best odds to win? Shit ain't right, man. Shit ain't right at all. But if Harris keeps gaining more control, that is going to empower the SEC further. When the SEC gets empowered further, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to keep trying to wreck crypto. And I hope that means no appeal. Seriously, I hope so. I do not want to wake up one of these days and read a tagline of SEC appealing, especially secondary markets, because that would mean the SEC is going after people like you and me. But I want to hear from you. The dust settled. Tor is action. The pump from it's over. Seriously, don't tell me, oh, we still got Tor. No. The initial pump's done, right? The initial juice is over. We're struggling to hold 60 cents. But I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on CPI data? Is it going to come in hot, bring the markets on down, or are we going to break CPI data on top of having soft economic job and growth data, which would be great for the Fed to lower rates, which would make money cheaper so that VCs and other investments in risky assets like crypto could start flourishing again? That's right. It's the VC money and how cheap it is, and that's what really helps pump a lot of these laggard projects, right? The projects that just haven't been able to do much, the projects that are just super risky out there can get the biggest benefit from low CPI data and from rates being turned on down. So tell me your thoughts, because I'm about to stretch. And when I stretch, I like to read comments, your comments, and then I take screenshots with my phone, I snip them, and yep, I share them in the next video. I'll see you then, and as always, choo-choo bitches. Oh, and by the way, Daddy worked out hard yesterday. I think I'm gonna work out hard again. I hope my wife's up.